Hello and welcome back to Geolantis.360. In this video, we will show how to create or customize feature classes on the web portal. By the end of this video, you will learn how to create and set up a new feature class from scratch, how to edit or customize an existing feature class, how to style the symbology of a feature class, and how to set up feature class attributes if needed. So the feature classes in general are the data set or the layer which contains the collected features or objects during a mapping or inspection job in the field. So to start editing the feature classes, we need to open the feature class page. I will switch. So what we will show on this example today is to edit the symbology and the attributes of those layers here. In this example, the communication pit or the communication cable. I will switch now to the feature classes page. And this page is enabled for users who need admin rights like project managers or team leaders, for example. So please make sure that you have the correct license for this. As we can see here on the top bar, we have the option to create a new feature classes, which will open the editor. And we can define here simply a feature class name, for example, the street light cable. And in this case, it's a line feature class. So we can also define here the geometry that it's a line feature class. And then the category, we can define a group name, for example, to contain a few feature classes of the same context. And the basic category type is the default geofence. Otherwise, if we have a general base map, for example, then we need also to configure it here. And the next section is about styling the feature class symbology. We can choose the color here simply by clicking on the desired color of this feature class and click OK. And then we can change the thickness of the symbol. So it's a line, then we can choose how thick is the line. And additionally, we can choose which style of the line, if it's a dashed or solid or dotted line. Moreover, we have here the zoom range, so we can say this feature class should be visible starting only from the second zoom level or zoom level 2 until zoom level 18 if we want to optimize the app performance, for example. And the priority defines the order of feature classes on top of each other. And this one here is the special configuration. If the mapping is being done in the field using a cable locator, then we need to link the cable locator with this feature class here in this field. And additionally, we have here more flags to define if this feature class should be accessible for mapping in the mobile app. Then we have to make sure that this checkbox is active. And again, if the mapping is being done using a cable locator, this option here will force the app to record the depth value whenever a point or a vertex is created in the field using the cable locator. And if this data will be, for example, exported to AutoCAD, then we can choose the desired layer name for the export afterwards. And we can define here, again, street light or power cable. Then we will see this name after the export and viewing this feature class in the AutoCAD. There's one more option about the mapping with the locator, and we can choose also that the exported data contains the sensor data from the cable locator by making this checkbox active. Then we have here the general setup for the feature class is done. We can simply save and close, or if we want to create another one, we have here a list to choose save and close or save and create a new one. The second part here we have on the top another tab which is called attributes, and this is where we define additional attributes or to create the schema of the feature class, and this we will show in the editing part. We have an example ready because containing attributes. I save this for the moment, and using our example, if we have here the communication cable layer, and double click to edit it, or simply click here on the edit button to enable the editing, and it will open the same editor, and switch to the attributes tab. Then we see here how can we define the attributes of this feature class, and this is exactly the same like the attribute editor which we have mentioned in another video for the form setup. Please see the full video of the form setup to learn more about the attribute editor. But if we are satisfied with these attributes, we can simply click save and close. Otherwise, we can go ahead and create a new attribute and define its type. For example, if it's a date time or a text or a photo, and then give it a name. It should be automatically selected, and we can also define the visibility. If it's a mandatory field, then it will be forced for that entry, and choose default visible to have it in the attribute table on the features page. Then we can save and close. So now we have done the complete setup of a feature class. We can show this now on the features page. So here we can see that the symbol here is adjusted. In this feature class here we have blue and light blue color, and the thickness is 6, and the line style is defined as dashed, and this is how it's defined here. If we would like to change it, for example, to make it a solid line, and we go back here to the style and define it as a solid, and here it says the zoom range is from 2 till 20. We have to save here and close. And on the features page, if we refresh, we can see that the style here has changed. And to make sure that the zoom setup is correctly done, if we zoom in more than 20, then the feature will disappear. And this we can read here. And in the opposite way, if we zoom out till to say the first zoom level, then the feature will also disappear. And this is more to make the feature very visible and not overloaded on the mobile app, for example, if it's like a large data set, let's say. So this is in general the feature class setup. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps. If you have any question, please feel free to send us a short email to support@geolantis.com, and we will be happy